Welcome back, folks. We're here today to look at the Roto Grip XL. This is the first cell ball that I've ever had the chance to drill. I just missed the Hypercell Fused and the Nuclear Cell, which are the two most recent other cell balls in the Roto Grip line. One thing I really like about this ball on paper is the E-Trax Ultra cover stock that it features. This differs from some of the Micro Trax and Extreme Trax covers because it doesn't have that micro or nano additive, and so it doesn't make the ball dig and pick up earlier. It just makes it a little more capable of handling more oil. I tend to get a little more use out of these big ASIMs whenever they have those stronger straight reactive covers on them versus the micro or nano covers, because it makes the ball pick up so much earlier. That nano and micro additive makes the ball pick up so much more and so much closer to me that they get where I need quite a bit of head oil to be able to throw them. And on a lot of house shots anymore, you really just don't see that. Initial thoughts here while we're throwing just the XL. It is pretty clean and pretty quick. These mid-RG ASIMs for me get a little lopey, so they're not crazy responsive or sharp, but they do make a distinct motion off of the breakpoint. So overall, as far as what I expected to see out of this one, it's pretty much giving me what it looks like it should do. Right now I do have the Absolute Power as my quote-unquote clean, solid ASIM. That R2S Deep Solid is fairly clean to the front, but that core is much lower RG, so it creates an earlier, smoother motion. We're going to get a look here at those two up against each other because honestly I could use them pretty close to the same spot, but I think the XL creates a little more traction with the cover and then a little more length with the core actually spinning and staying upright for longer, where the Absolute Power seems to try to flare off and pick up sooner, but the cover sort of pushes it in the lane and creates a little more responsiveness overall. It's interesting because while these two balls definitely could fill the same spot in the bag, they have a different way of getting there, and it's just a matter of if you prefer to see your core create a little more motion or a little more hook closer to you, or if you prefer to see the cover create a little more traction. So if you're like speed dominant and you tend to like those stronger covers, the XL might be better, or if you're rev dominant but you need something that picks up and really controls the mid lane, the Absolute Power might be something that's a little better. As a pro shop operator, I really like to see balls like this that complement each other in our product line because it gives me kind of 1A and 1B as far as product recommendations for certain types of people that are looking for that kind of cleaner, more usable, solid asymmetric ball. The next ball I wanted to throw the XL against is the Optimum Idol. These core numbers are actually pretty similar other than obviously the asymmetry of the XL. I have the Optimum Idol as an AI ball having a little bit of an earlier and longer hook window, and I wanted to see how that stacked up against the XL, which is an AI asymmetrical core. So I was excited to throw these two up against each other and see what things I could see that are similar and indicative of that AI core technology, and what things I could see are still different from one another between the symmetrical and asymmetrical core shapes. Overall, I have them about where you'd expect. The XL is a little bit of a shell up. It does want to square up a little sooner and kind of spin up in a way that the asymmetrical balls do, where they kind of hit the mid lane and then continue and then get forward, and it's this sort of chopped up, distinct skid, hook, and roll motion, where the Optimum Idol gets to the breakpoint and changes direction and overall is a little more rounded off, but probably a little cleaner front to back overall as well. The XL is available June 21st, so if you like what you see, head to your local VIP Storm Pro Shop or come see me at Balls of Fame Pro Shops here in Springfield, Missouri. As always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.